Hey guys, in this video we're gonna be checking out the top 5 best evaporative cooler that are available on the market for their true quality. I made this list based in my personal opinion and hours of research and have listed them based on popularity, quality, price, durability, user opinions and more. If you want to see more information in the updated price, you can check out the description below and also make sure subscribe for more reviews. Okay, so let's get started with the video. Starting at number 5, we have the Honeywell Co48 PM Portable Evaporative Cooler. Our first pick goes to this machine, more geared to outdoor spaces and where necessary large indoor ones. Given the size and power of this tool, you would be best served by using it in hot and dry weather. Since it is an outdoor tool, it comes with features that help maintain its integrity while in your backyard or patio. It has a weatherproof casing alongside UV resistance for those sunny days. If you'd rather not check your cooler every few hours to maintain acceptable water levels, you are in luck. This machine comes with the option to attach a garden hose for uninterrupted cool airflow. However, if that is not an option, the 10-gallon water reservoir is still pretty sizable and offers you at least a few hours before you need to refill it. For these gadgets to work, they suck in hot air which is then moved through cooling pads infused with moisture. The heat is expended when heating the moisture, and the now cold air is pushed out using a fan to your living quarters. This particular gadget has 3 thick cooling pads on the sides and the back of the machine in addition to a powerful 14-inch fan at the front. For extreme heat situations, there is an ice dock on the top of the cooler to give an even more refreshing experience. Seeing as though you will be using it outdoors, it is quite possible that you might have to move it around a lot. If you feel that carrying it may present a problem, then the incorporated wheels and the long electrical cable may come in handy. Moving on, at number 4, we have the Hessaire Products MC61M Mobile Evaporative Cooler. Next up is a heavier cooler, but one that covers a larger cooling area. You will notice that the design is pretty similar to that of our editor's pick, with 3 air intake surfaces and a single fan. This particular model uses a XEL50 cooling pad, which the manufacturer uses in a few of their other offerings. The XEL50 pad has the advantage of providing 80% more evaporation surface in comparison to other regular density pads. The result is a higher evaporation efficiency, which means cooler air faster. As you will note in the features listed, this has a CFM that is about 5 times than its predecessor on our list. As such, the cooling area is almost 3 times that of the Honeywell Co48 PM. Despite the high-velocity axial fan being used as a critical component, you have 3 speed options, namely the low, medium, and high capacities depending on your use scenario. You control this with one of the dials on the cooler. There is an additional dial to control the pump as well. Given its broad area coverage, the 14-gallon water tank may not always be enough for use. Where this is the case, attach your garden hose to the float valve, open your tap and the cooler will do the rest till you decide to shut it off. Also, polypropylene housing is meant to withstand most weather conditions without taking damage. At number 3, we have the Luma Comfort EC220W Evaporative Cooler. Very rarely do you find an evaporative cooler that is functional both outdoors and indoors, and this product makes it into that exceptional category. This fact makes it the best garage evaporative cooler thus far. The water tank capacity is relatively large at 10.6 gallons, and you can boost it using your garden hose to maintain a constant flow of water to the cooling pad. While most other products on our list feature 3 fan speeds, this one stands out by adding a 4th. The fan doesn't have to output moisturized air unless you want it to. This makes it one of the few gadgets of its kind that you can use in humid conditions. Nevertheless, it might prove wasteful to buy a product with features that you may never use. Also, given its airflow and cooling area capacity, you might expect this powerful tool to be heavier and bulkier than other models. Most people will be delighted to find this untrue, as it only weighs about 42 pounds. You may also not have to worry about the weight, given the incorporated wheels will minimize the need to have to lift the gadget while you are moving the EC220W. An impressive feature that you won't find in many other options is the silent mode. This lets the machine run quietly and may be best used when there are sleeping parties in the room. In terms of control, can adjust most of the settings on the body of the gadget, or you can choose to use the remote control at a distance. At number 2, we have the Honeywell Co30XE Portable Evaporative Cooler. Honeywell has provided us with an indoor-outdoor cooler that you can get for about $300. The specifications include a 320 square foot coverage, with the cooling power being profoundly affected by the conditions in the room such as humidity. For an outdoor fan, it is relatively light, weighing in at 25 pounds, but with the addition of wheels, even a child can move it from room to room. You get a detachable water tank that holds about 8 gallons of water. Seeing as there is no garden hose connection valve, you will have to refill the machine every once in a while. Fortunately, you don't have to keep checking the water levels, as the audible alarm will notify you when it's time to fill it up. It comes as no surprise that the casing is weather sealed, just in case you leave it outdoors for too long. In addition to the water compartment at the bottom, there is an ice dock placed at the top of the machine for when you need a rapid burst of cold air. One of the most beneficial aspects of this tool is that it comes with a remote. Put it in your pocket, and you don't have to walk over to the machine anytime you need to change the settings. And finally, at number 1, we have the Whirlpool WPEC12GW Evaporative Air Cooler. Indoor evaporative coolers are generally smaller, lighter, and cheaper than their outdoor counterparts. This is a prime example of such a cooler. As a rule of using this indoors, you should place it near a door, a window, or in an open area. This way, the gadget will have a source of fresh air and as such won't cycle the same moist air in the room for hours on end. As a general rule of thumb, you are better off using it in arid conditions with a humidity level of below 60%. The water reservoir tank is situated at the bottom of the cooler and has a capacity of 1.6 gallons. This is not as impressive as most outdoor evaporative coolers. Consequently, if you want to maintain the temperatures in your house at an acceptable range, you may need to observe water levels in the tank keenly. Over time, you can start to intuit how long it lasts before you have to refill it. The cooling area also covers a distance of about 428 square feet. You can match this with the 3 wind modes depending on your current predicament and situation. An LED display panel helps determine which modes you are currently using and makes it easier to change them. Once you've set the cooler, the gadget retains the memory of the settings, and even if a power outage were to happen, the settings would remain the same when the power came back on. Another safety feature is that the gadget will automatically shut down after every 15 hours of continuous use. The 4 to 6 foot power cord doesn't provide much wriggle room for the placement of the cooler. However, given the indoor usage preference, you probably won't have much use for anything longer. Thanks you for watching, guys. I hope you liked this video. If this video is helpful to you, please make sure like, comment and subscribe. If you have any question related to this product, you can leave a comment down below. I will get back to you as soon as possible.